What's up, guys? So Naruto Shippuden episode 344 was a personal favorite for me. For those of you who don't know, Obito is my favorite Uchiha out of all of them. I know he's got a lot of controversy, a lot of things that people talk about regarding his character development and, plot devices and stuff like that. But nevertheless, he is my favorite, and this episode just was dedicated to him, dedicated to his transition, his relationship with Madara, and how he went from this kind-hearted leaf ninja shinobi to what he is now with being a rogue, being the mastermind behind the Akatsuki and things of that nature. So the early parts of the episode, before I get into that, is Madara. Madara is a freaking boss. He came through to the forefront talking about, the plan, about Tsukinomi, about the Rini Tensei and stuff like that with Obito, and Kakashi and everyone else is like, what the hell's going on? So obviously they had some back history before this flashback came into effect. Now, as far as the five Kages, they are laid out, all five of them, blood splattered, face down on the floor, Tsunade cut in half, and Madara is just like, I ain't got no worries. And at that point, it's like, how the hell is they going to take this dude down? All five Kages are out of the picture. Alright, you got Kakashi, you got Guy, you got Naruto, you got B, who are already struggling with Obito to begin with, and then Madara shows up. Not to mention, Sasuke and Orochimaru, Jugo, Soyetsu, and they're all about. So maybe they'll come into the picture, I have no idea. Konoha 11, they can probably try to do something, I don't know. All I know is that Madara is definitely going to be a problem to deal with. But anyways, the flashback was definitely hyped for me more than anything. I believe that when I read the manga for this, I was so hyped. The next 10 chapters of that were just awesome. I like the animation for this episode in particular. But obviously getting into the flashback, Madara ends up saving Obito, and Obito's in his debt, obviously. And I love how Obito still retains his childhood humor and his childhood antics, with the fact that he thought that Madara was death, and he was like, "Oh no, don't take me." And he was like, it was just so funny. He's like, I help old people, that's the code I live by. And I know I've done a lot of bad things, but please don't send me to hell and stuff like that. I thought that was funny because it just tells me no matter the situation, he still retains his childhood humor, at heart. And I really did appreciate and enjoy that. But, Madara's his ploy, what he's trying to get across, it seems like he's trying to sway Obito. He's trying to warp his mind to some degree, trying to get him to see things in a negative light, trying to see how the world really works. And he tells Obito, he's like, hey, listen, the world is full of hate, it's full of war, it's full of futility, it's never going to be what anyone truly wants it to be, an era of peace, an era of love, and things of that nature. And to me personally, he tells Obito, he's like, hey, you don't know anything about the world. And then he goes off to say, oh, I want to create a world of winners and love and peace. And to me personally, I think that's childish in itself, because the reality of the situation is this: where there's always light, there's always darkness. Where there's always good, there's always evil. Where there's always, a will, there's a way. And, the negative side of that, I don't even know the way. But anyways, I think that's really childish of him to tell Obito, he's like, hey, you're the way you think about the world is wrong, but the way I want to create the world is right. And that's just as childish, the fact that he's like, you literally, he even tells Obito, he's like, where there's light, there's darkness, where there's love, there's hate, where there's peace, there's war. And I love how he made a reference. He says, Obito was hurt so another could be saved, referencing to when Obito saved Kakashi. In his place, he actually got hit with the boulder, and now he's in this predicament. So, it's obvious Madara is trying to, he has obviously some hidden intent. We don't know the reason, or, we don't know any details regarding why he wants Obito. Maybe it's because he's an Uchiha. Maybe it was because he was just at the right place at the right time, and now he actually has someone to do his bidding, because it's clear that he can't leave. And we also find out that a few things about Madara. One, the fact that he's survived this entire time from the Ghetto tree. We see it bloomed as a flower or something like that, and it's sticking, the cord sticking out of his back, which siphon chakra, which is how he's been able to survive so long. He literally looks like an old geezer. He's got no teeth or whatever, and he's got gray hair and stuff like that, and he's all decrepit and whatever. And another thing that we found out is that he actually used Hashirama's DNA cells to repair Obito, so his second, the other half of his body. That's how he was able to save him so quickly. And the third thing is his eyes are missing. And as you guys know, when Obito was impersonating Madara, he told everyone, he told Conan, he's like, I was the one that persuaded Yahiko to start the Akatsuki, and I'm the one that gave Nagato the Rinnegan. So it's at that point that it's like, okay, his original eyes were given to Nagato, which is why when he was reanimated, he has Rinnegan now. But his eyes, he had like he borrowed a Sharingan from someone or took it from someone or whatever. So it's the reason why I think he needs Obito is because Obito has the Sharingan. Personally, that's what I think. But you know, the episode, everything else in between was really good. Obito is not for it whatsoever. He's like, hey, I appreciate you helped me. I appreciate the fact that, you know, I'm alive and I'm well. But I got friends. I got Kakashi. I got Rin. We're going to grow up together. We're going to protect each other. We're going to protect the Leaf Village. And I need to get the hell up out of here. Madara's like, no, you're not having it. And if you try to leave, I'll just take your Sharingan and you'll die. So I really am looking forward, and I want other people also to look forward to, people who are anime-only viewers, to definitely get in tune with this, the next few episodes regarding Obito, because I personally am so hyped. I can't wait to see it animated and everything like that, as well as the new ending. This episode marks the beginning of a new ending, dedicated, I believe, to Obito, and I really like the transition, how it goes from, you know, him as a spirited kid. It reminds me a lot of like a Naruto parallel when he was isolated amongst all the kids at the Ninja Academy. He was training, and then it transitions to him, you know, battling Minato when he attacked the Leaf Village, forming the Akatsuki, and etc., etc. But that's all I got for this review, guys. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode, about the ending, anything in between, or anything I missed out on. Really appreciate that, guys. If you also like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And that's all I got for you guys this week, and I'll catch you guys next week. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace.